Are you ready for the upcoming update and expansion pack? Of course you are, right? But are you like actually legitimately ready? Me, I am not. I'm not ready. I have so many things that need to be done, and I have a list. Things you should be doing every day, basically, if you're not already. This is what I do, and this is what I recommend, especially when there's an upcoming update or star path. Number one, you should be stocking up on Moonstones, especially now that there are so many ways to get extra Moonstones for free. I mean, why pay for Moonstones? I don't. You're really missing out if you don't collect daily. You get your blue chest every single day, and you will get 50 Moonstones. Also, if you compete in the DreamSnaps, which if you're not DreamSnapping, what are you even doing? You get 50 Moonstones a week just for voting. And if you submit a photo that qualifies each week for the current challenge, you'll end up getting some free Moonstones weekly anyways. And that's enough not only for you to buy things in the premium shop, but also so that you can afford the premium star path, which if you do the math on the premium star path, it's worth it. You get extra tasks that allow you to get more tokens so that you can get every unique item, and you get most of your Moonstones back. It only costs about 500. And also, we might be having a new bundle coming up, a new character bundle like we did for Wally and Ursula, so you don't want to be behind on that. You should be collecting your Moonstones all the time, daily. Number two, you should always be collecting more Dreamlight. Dreamlight is scarce in the valley, and you need it to unlock realms, and usually with biomes. These three biomes that are coming, they may be automatically open, but they may not. But definitely the realms in the castle always cost money. So the best way to get Dreamlight is to do your daily duties as well as to do your achievements. And for each achievement that you finish, you'll get Dreamlight. I have a stockpile, but you can't have enough Dreamlight. So if you're not doing these tasks and definitely your daily duties, you're missing out. But then whenever an update comes or anything new in the game, you don't have to grind to do it. You just do it naturally by working on your daily Dreamlight duties on a daily basis whenever you're on the game. Especially if you're first starting out, it's easy to knock a couple of these out. Sometimes it goes alongside with the quest and the star path anyways. So you should make it a daily part of your game to collect more Dreamlight. Number three, you should be stocking up on gold. Not only will we be having new houses come, we get another Remy's restaurant in the upgrade, probably new Goofy stall for the new resources and new crops. Also, new wells for each biome, so probably 3 wells total, which are all going to cost money. Usually each character's house costs like 10 to 20,000, and the ancient machines that are coming in the expansion pack will probably cost money or resources to build. And we could even get a new type of stall, or like Moana's boat or the greenhouse. In the last update, we got Beast's greenhouse. It cost me a total of 360,000 gold, all to upgrade at once. So it's a good idea to always be collecting gold in your regular daily gameplay. Some of the things I like to do personally easily to collect gold, besides mass pumpkin puff producing, is make sure you get your daily chest. That gives you a little bit of coin each day, as well as collecting your harvestable resources. Even if I don't have a long time to play, I always try to grab fish from Moana and also do my harvestables like fruit, because you can easily sell them back to Goofy and get a lot of coin just without having to do very much effort or as much working as it is to do your pumpkin patch and cooking. I can't wait for multi-cooking. I hopefully will be able to utilize that a lot. Just this little haul from Moana is going to give me a good amount of star coin. That's 12,000 star coin right there. And it's a good way to stock up on fish because we'll always have certain meals that need to be cooked throughout each quest update and star path. Also, having a little fruit orchard is an easy way to harvest all of your different crops at once, and ones that you have an overstock on that you don't need for cooking or stockpiling, you can also just sell those back to Goofy and get a good amount of money easily and efficiently that way. And collecting crops on a daily basis will also help you work towards your Dreamlight achievements to have more Dreamlight easily accessible to you. Then you won't have to grind out trying to get those achievements. You'll just achieve them over time without actually having to pay attention. In just one pass in my orchard, especially the way I had it set up, didn't take me very long at all. And I'm going to sell these all real quick just to show you how lucrative it could be. Even if you don't need the stuff for your stockpile, this is almost 5,500 gold. So with the proper setup, in just a few minutes time, you can get some free gold and also work towards your achievements to get more Dreamlight. So those are things that you could be doing on a daily basis just to easily increase gold and work towards your Dreamlight achievements as well. And with all the new updates that are coming, usually we have to pay for each character's house. There's going to be a second Remy's restaurant, as well as the wells. All that can add up and be stressful if you're trying to grind it all out at once. But if you just work on a daily basis, you could always be ready for any update or changes that come at you. This leads into number 4, stockpiling resources. As you saw, it was easy for me to just grab the fish, grab the fruit with minimal effort, and now with the Beauty and the Beast greenhouse, we can do the same with flowers. Especially if you're new in the game, you should just harvest as you go. If you pass by something, just go ahead and pick it, because you need everything, especially when the update comes with the new characters, friendship quests, game quests. Everything usually requires flowers as well as the star path. I remember on the Centennial star path, we had to do some crafting that used the black passion lilies found in the Frosted Heights, and those are pretty rare flowers that I've discovered because I did not have enough, because that was one of the biomes I unlocked last. So you should always be collecting resources, especially if you're new in the game and you don't really know what you need. You definitely need basic stuff like wood and stone. When you get further in, you need more precious material. But if you're new, you should be definitely grabbing everything as you go around, picking up sticks, doing all your mining, and that goes back to get you towards your achievements too, with mining and harvesting, and then you get more Dreamlight. So it all kind of just rolls into each other. But if you don't have a stockpile, you definitely should be getting prepared, because that's the easiest way to quickly go through quests. Especially when you first get the game, you're going to have a lot of overlapping quests, and if you just harvest and do things as you play along, you won't ever have to grind for those materials. You should also be using Wally's garden in the same manner. You can use it so that you don't have to plant all these different crops, but have everything ready to go in your storage, so that whenever they require you to make a certain type of meal, you do not have to wait to harvest those plants on your own. And anything that you don't need for your stockpile can be sold back to Goofy for a quick, easy way to make a little bit of money. For one quick pass over Wally's garden, which literally took me less than a minute, plus the time it's taking me right now to select each little thing to sell to Goofy, I'm gonna get a lot of gold with minimal effort without having to water my pumpkins and cook and all that stuff. Another 5,000 right there. So you should definitely, if you're not using it for stockpiling because you're further in the game, then you should just be using it for easy access for coins, so that you don't have to be grinding out with your cooking and harvesting all the time. which leads us into number 5, being ready to have energy. Always be energized. I always make sure I have at least one standard meal that I eat, typically pumpkin puffs, because I'm in the pumpkin puff business and such. But you should already have prepared meals. You should always have a little stockpile of prepared meals so that you don't have to waste time mass cooking stuff for more energy. Especially if you're going to be getting the expansion pack, we're going to be getting new resources to harvest and new types of rocks and probably gems as well. So you'll need energy. Especially, they said that it's going to be like an adventure, like path you have to uncover. You might even have to clear a bunch of debris just to get stuff out of the way to get further in to the new biomes. So it's a good idea to always have food ready to go. Me, I have a great stockpile. I have tons and tons of vegetables. I have every kind of fish, every kind of fruit, and even stuff from Remy's stored up so that if I need to make a quick meal for a quest or to eat, I don't have to scrounge or grind. So it's really easy. But you should always have some food stored up, especially if you're new in the game. It is so easy to just harvest these renewable resources, Wally's garden and your plants. Especially if you're new in the game, it's easy to just cook a couple apples or a fish, and that will give you more energy than running back to your house or just eating fruit, because cooked meals, that's how you get your charged energy. So you should always have food ready to go, especially when the update and star path come, because you're really going to have lots of tasks to grind out. I can't wait. Number 6, empty and organize. It's not enough to just have a stockpile of all this stuff, because when it comes to grind time during the update and the star path, you need to be able to easily access it. Especially if you're a new player, one thing I learned after just throwing everything into my loose organization system, I have so much stuff now. I have thousands of each items, and I have rooms dedicated to each thing. You should start small. When you first start having a lot of stuff, start organizing it from the get-go so you don't regret it later. It can just drive you nuts. It's very tedious to move everything from chest to chest from your main inventory to your other inventory. And I'm going to have a couple chests ready, because when I go into the expansion pack and the new biomes, we might have to clear a lot of debris and collect stuff. So I'm going to drop a chest over in those biomes too, so that if all my stuff gets filled while I'm working on the star path and grinding out the new quest, I have somewhere to just drop it besides coming all the way back to my home. Number 7, if you're not like me, you may not have any night thorns around. This I do all the time. I collect my night thorns. They're cute. I like the vibe and the purple, but whenever it's update, which is also star path time, make sure you're stacking up those night thorns, because only about 5 spawn per day, and considering we have less than 30 days till the update comes, in the Haunted Holiday Star Path that we just finished up, there were 3 duties that required you to remove night thorns. The first one was 30 night thorns, the second one was 40 night thorns, and the third one was 50 night thorns, which is 120 night thorns total. I just knocked them out immediately because my whole valley is covered with night thorns. So if you want to be like me and grind out your star path in less than a week, I recommend stacking up some of those night thorns. Easy. Number 8, decorate, decorate, decorate. If you're anything like me, especially my PlayStation peeps and Switch players, I hear as well, it can be hard to decorate. Not only because the game can lag, but also just being inspired and having the time to sit down and take all the effort to decorate and make a beautiful space. I have some key areas in my valley that are very cute and nice to look at, but overall I have so much empty space. empty space that just looks like an abandoned amusement park instead of a wonderful Disneyland vibe magical valley that I'm going for. So since there's less than a month, I say decorate a little. Don't overwhelm yourself. I mean, I would focus on the plaza, maybe setting a nice plaza or a nice area around your Scrooge shop, since we're all gonna get to go to each other's Scrooge's shop. Also, another reason to have gold stacked up, because you might go into your friend's Scrooge's shop and find that one item that you've been waiting for, longing for. For me, I really want the Beauty in the Beast stained glass window. I want it. Windows in general, I need more windows. Along with your decorating and clearing your land, you can also stockpile those resources that you may be able to give out to your friends. Me personally, I'm looking much forward to having friends in the game that we can swap stuff with. Even though I don't really need anything, I'm up to helping people, especially new people in the game. I'm mostly just looking forward to visiting people's valleys and see how their decorating has come and how it's going to change in the future, because this game is going to be long term. Don't know how many friends we're going to be allowed to have or exactly as far into their valleys as you're going to be able to go, but I'm for sure we're all going to be able to go to each other's plazas, I would think, because that's the first place you have open in the game, as well as to wherever their Scrooge store is located, because you would have to be able to access their Scrooge store as well. So it wouldn't be too hard to just, decorate a little spot. We have some time. Me personally, there's no way I'm going to be able to have my whole valley ready. But, it's a work in progress. This game is going to go on forever. But it would be nice if you have something cute for when people stop by. So personally, I feel like these are all easy things that can be incorporated into your daily gameplay, as well as stuff when you're actually getting down to the grind to prepare for the update and Star Path in general. I think these things can be useful to get everything in line so you can have a quick, easy, successful transition through all the quests and challenges in the upcoming Star Path. Since I personally have a good amount of Moonstones, Dreamlight, gold, resources stockpiled, I'm going to really try to focus on decorating. I'm so psyched for multiplayer. I want to be able to do valley tours when we finally start. I don't really know the limitations, but I would like to have a huge friend list and tour all their valleys and share valleys with y'all, especially as far as PlayStation Network, because we don't have the chance to connect with as many people as we would like. So in summary, hoard everything, don't clear any night thorns, and make it look cute so that when we come over, we have something nice to look at. So hopefully you find some of these tips useful for your daily gameplay, as well as in order to get ready for the update, especially if you're going to be a new player. The best thing you can do is, if you have nothing, just keep everything until you figure out what's good to sell, because you will need a lot of gold starting out especially, but the best way to do that is to simply just collect everything that's around the valley and selling some, and eventually throughout your gameplay you'll figure out what you need and what you don't. I don't need anything right now, so that's why I try to harvest and collect things daily, just so I can sell them to get a reasonable amount of gold without having to sit and grind and harvest all my crops, plant them, cook them, sell them. Hopefully you found some of these tips useful, even if you're a long-term player. Maybe you don't have as much as a collection, maybe you haven't done all your achievements. This was my easiest way to grind out all those long achievements and to stockpile gold without having to sit there and grind constantly. I have done major pumpkin patches a few times, cooked everything. It's so tedious. I'm really looking forward to the ancient machines in the expansion pack and see what those are all about, and that might help with the grind. But as far as just simple daily tasks to add into your everyday gameplay to help you have your stockpile up and everything ready for whenever an update or star path comes, and you can just knock it out. Last time the update took me, I
I'm
think,
so
2 days
glad we met.
to beat all the quests with the 2 new characters. Hopefully you found these tips simple and useful that you can incorporate into your everyday gameplay, not just when you're trying to get ready for an update. Especially if you're going to be new coming into the game, it will probably be overwhelming because there's going to be so many quests all at once. But if you just play through the quests and stockpile and work as you go, be prepared and organized, you should be able to have a very successful Star Path and update gaming experience. Personally, the last Star Path only took me, I think, four or 5 days to complete. That's just because of the time lock to give them 5 of their favorite gifts and stuff like that. That takes more than 1 day. But yeah, I really like the game. If you have any tips or tricks for me, leave them in the comments below. And if you're ready for multiplayer, start decorating. I want my valley to look cute, so y'all can all come see me. I don't know how many friends we're going to be allowed to have, but I definitely would like to do as many valley tours as I possibly can. I'm super psyched. So if you found this helpful, leave a thumbs up. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. It's me, Miss Goldcrusher. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.